Hey students, this is lesson 8.3, multiplying binomials. In this lesson, you will learn how to multiply two binomials or a binomial by a trinomial. Go ahead and do the review here. I'll check back with you. All right, we're going to learn how to multiply binomials and binomials times trinomials. First thing we're going to use is the distributive property to do that. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to take this x plus 4 and think of that as, remember the distributive property looks like this. A times b plus c is equal to a times b plus a times c. Well, think of this x plus 4 as my a. And then this is my b, and this is my c. So I'm going to do x plus 4 times b, which is 2x. And then since it's minus, I'll just put a minus there. And then I'm going to do a times c. And a, again, is x plus 4, and c is 1. All right? Now when I multiply this out, I'm going to distribute this 2x here, so I get 2x squared. 2x times 4 is 8x. I'm going to take 1 times x is 1x. And 1 times 4 is 4. And then I'm just going to simplify this and combine like terms. I get minus x minus 4. And I can combine these two here. So I get 2x squared. 8x minus 1x is 7x minus 4. All right, you try that. All right. Another way we can do this is to use a table and a multiplication table. And we'll set that up like this. So we're going to have 3 columns and 3 rows. And this is multiplication. And then I'm just going to split up the terms here. So I'll put my 3x plus 1 here and my 4x minus 2 here. And then I'll just multiply. 3x times 4x is 12x second. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x. 1, let me use a different color here. 1 times 4 is 4x. And 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. And then these two are like terms. So when I write the answer, I'm going to combine them. I'm going to get 12x squared plus negative 6x plus negative 2. And I'll just simplify that a little bit more by writing these as subtraction. And so that's how you use a table. Go ahead, you try that. All right, one other method we're going to use is called the FOIL method. FOIL is an acronym for, I'll just write this down if you can write it down. First term, outside terms, inside terms, and the last terms. I'll pause so you can write. And first terms mean, so this is the first and the second term of that binomial, this is the first and second of that one. So what we need to do is multiply first terms together, that's 7x and x. And the outside terms, that would be the 7x and the 4, those are outside, so we're going to do 7x times negative 4 for that one. And then the inside terms, that would be the 1 and x. So we're going to do 1 times x for that one. And then the last terms, that would be the 1 and the -4. All right? And so I'm just going to simplify those. I get 7x squared, -28x, 1x, and -4. And then I'm just going to combine those into an expression, combining like terms. -28 and 1x together make -27x, and then -4. So that's called the FOIL method. You can go ahead and try that. All right. Let's look at a problem here where we might have to apply what we learned about multiplying binomials. It says, what is the area of a rectangle with a length 2x plus 1 and a width 5x minus 2? Let's just draw a quick rectangle. So the length is 2x plus 1. We'll label that. The width is 5x minus 2. And of course, the area of a rectangle is length times width. So we're going to write area and just substitute for the length 2x plus 1. And multiply the width 5x minus 2. And then you kind of choose a method for doing this. I think I'm going to use the FOIL method. And so I'm going to multiply the first two terms together, these two. And that gives me 10x squared. And then I'm going to do the outside two terms, which are the 2x and -2. So that's going to be give me -4x. And I'm going to do the inside two terms. That's these two. Sorry about that. So we're going to multiply 1 times 5x, and that's 5x. And then the last thing I want to do is multiply my last two terms, which are the 1 and the -2. And that's going to give me -2. And then I'll just simplify this part. And I get 10x squared plus x minus 2. Go ahead, you try that. All right, one more problem here to do. We're going to learn how to multiply a trinomial and a binomial. I'm going to use a table for this one. So notice I made put one more row in my table. So I can put 2x squared minus 5x 4 here, and x plus 3 here. And I'm just going to multiply this times this. That gives me 2x to the third. 5x times x, -5x is -5x squared. 4 times x is 4x. Then we'll do -2x squared times 3, that's 6x second. -5x times 3 is -15x. And 4 times 3 is 12. Now I'm going to look for terms I can combine, and I can combine those two. And I can combine those two. And so I'm going to write my final answer, 2x to the third. -5x squared plus 6x squared is 1x squared. 4x plus -15x is -11x. And then I need to add 12. All right, let you try that one. They're going to show you a different way to do this. Go ahead and work through that. All right, that's it for this lesson. Go ahead and do the lesson check, and we'll talk about it next time we meet class.